I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my yearly overview for 2015 for you, Sagittarius. So let's see what's happening for you this year. Of course, in a life of a Sagittarian, nothing stays the same for long, and this year is no different. So travel is usually on your agenda, but if Jupiter's still in your ninth house, foreign affairs, travel, higher learning and knowledge, then it's going to feature a little bit higher on your list of importance. So if you're not traveling, then you could be learning about different cultures in some way, or dealing with foreign affairs, or some of you perhaps will be even learning a language. So whatever you do in that area, the ninth house is where you sit in the solar house system. And so for Jupiter being your ruling planet, this is a very powerful position for it to be in for you. So you're more in line or in tune with it. So you want to take advantage of it. And the way to take advantage of it, Sagittarian, is to make sure that every single thing you do is good for you, okay? It feels right, not just on an intellectual or a logical sense, but it feels right on an intuitive sense. You also want to make sure that everything you do during this time over this next year, and always really, is of a high level of integrity. So you are the sign of honesty, okay? And you really can't afford to step outside of that. And sometimes, as a Sagittarian, you can be brutally honest because, it just doesn't sit well with you to, keep a secret. I always say, if you want to keep a secret, tell a Scorpio. If you want it to be known, if you don't want a secret kept, tell a Sagittarian. Okay, so that's what it is. We all have our positives and our benefits, and of course there's always a double-edged side, to it. To be honest and upfront is a wonderful quality. Of course, can it be hurtful sometimes? Sure. That's just the way it is. All right, so Jupiter will take a move this year as well, as it does each year. It stays in each sign about 12 months, and it's going to move into the next sign, which will be your solar 10th house. So your career can really take over this year, but not just your career. For me, the 10th house is like the difference that you make in the world through your career and through business, your intentions. You can actually put your big vision, broad views and intentions out to the world in a very active way. So that's like lucky magical breaks can really come in your direction this year to do with business. All right, so watch out for them, because a lucky break can just as easily pass you by. It may not land on your feet. It may be sort of traveling by. It's going to be up to you to step forward and say, hey, that's for me. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God, or thank you, whoever you like to talk to, your angels or so on. So keep that in mind. But both the abundant energy of Jupiter, and a solar eclipse in the second half of the year provide the energy to either get a new project, job off the ground, or advance your career or business in some way. The knowledge and study that you do in the first half of the year with Jupiter still in your ninth house, then that really sets up the vibration of what you can do in the second half of the year and beyond. Jupiter is going to be in your solar 10th house right through to let's have a look, right through to September 2016. So it's going to be there for a 13-month period thereabout. Okay, so you're really setting up in this first 6-7 months of the year. You're really setting up the scene for what you're going to be doing in business after that. So choose carefully what areas of study, learning, or new skills that you take on. All right. And you will have the golden touch with money this year as well, and so things can come through from you. But as I said, you want to make sure that everything you do, you operate with a full integrity, and of course, that's how you generally do. That's what you do anyway. Saturn moved into your sign late December 2014, and it's going to be there for all of 2015 and right through to 2017, right through to December 2017. So it's quite, it's quite a lengthy stay. And it will challenge you to deal with past disputes, Sagittarius, and any psychological issues or problems from your past or your family, particularly with your father, and anything really that blocks you or stops you from living your life of your dreams. So you want to be able to deal with issues from the past, as I said, because if you hold on to them, then they do have the ability to sort of block that energy. So once you bring them up, face them, confront them, deal with them head on. Can it be confronting? Sure. Will it be worthwhile? Absolutely. And once you can do that, it clears that energy and allows you to let it go, because the more that you hold on to that energy, the more that you block it, and the more that you attract situations into your life that are going to be big enough to trigger it, so you can bring it up and deal with it. Finally, you just have to say, this is bigger than me. I'm going to have to deal with it. I can't, by good conscience, just let this go, okay? So that's what Saturn does. So, it can be a challenging time, but it's an empowering time as well. So I do encourage you to embrace it as much as you can. Now, family interaction can ignite a fresh start as well in the first quarter of the year. So that can work in nicely with the Saturn, just moving in. Saturn will move out of your sign for a brief time back into Scorpio mid-year, from June to September, so you get a little bit of a break, which allows you to just think things through and perhaps get a game plan together before it heads back in again. Okay, now a new intimate relationship, one that can be everything your heart desires. Okay, that sounds promising. Can also find its way to your heart this year, but with all relationships there is a need for compromise. I mean, you are a free-spirited person, you do like your independence, but isn't it nice to be with somebody and have that feeling of belonging as well? Sure, it is, and even for you, Sagittarian, but there's a compromise to be made. I mean, to have your freedom and independence and free-spirited, but to have that nurturing and that belongingness and connectedness with someone, it's really sort of polarities, like it's opposite to each other. So there's a little bit of compromise to be made on both areas there to get what you want. Okay, so challenging, not impossible. Okay, you can do it. All right, now for couples, it's a chance to iron out reoccurring issues and open the door to strengthen your love commitment. So that can happen this year for you. And no one knows better than you, Sagittarius, that nothing is impossible, okay? And right now, you are in tune with life. So don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Not that you would, okay? Because sooner or later, you're ingenious, you'll find a way. Okay, I hope that everything comes together for you this year, and that all of your dreams, or most of your dreams, if not all of them, do come to fruition, and something absolutely wonderful happens, and you're able to look back at the year, at the end of the year, and see that you've made some amazing progress and had such an amazing time. I really sincerely wish that for you. I thank you for supporting me and watching my videos and my work through the year. I look forward to bringing you the updates, from the weekly and monthly updates through the year, and I wish you love and luck for 2015. Bye for now.